Our events are based around the idea of volunteers revealing their own experience of mental health problems to members of the public. This helps us to challenge attitudes about what someone with a mental health problem is like. However, you will only be expected to reveal as much as you are comfortable with and should be aware of any possible consequences of talking about this. Here are some examples of different levels of disclosure.
I realised when I was maybe 16, I wasn't quite sure what was going on. I didn't realise it was a mental health condition, but I knew something was wrong. At A&E, they called me a silly little girl and then told me that I was wasting their time. So I stopped talking about it then. Yeah, after 10 years, partly because of Time to Change, because I saw it on social media and I realised that people were starting to talk about it and it wasn't a bad thing. I knew something was wrong with me and I needed help for it, but I didn't quite know where to go. But the internet kind of helped me kind of do some research and then finally go out and just go to my GP. I didn't actually tell them when I was getting help at first. It was just my partner and my GP that knew. And I told them after a Time to Change event when I went and told loads of strangers I was unwell. And I then went home, wrote a blog. It went up on the Time to Change website and I sent the link to my mum in a text with the word sorry afterwards, because it was explaining that I'd been ill for a very long time, that I had never spoken about it, that I'd been quite unhappy. And she rang me up and just said, don't say sorry, and then started crying on the phone. So I think she was kind of, I don't know if she was frightened or kind of relieved that I'd said something. I don't know if she knew. So it was quite a new experience because nobody had ever talked about being unwell in my family before.
I had a very stressful job. I was still in the States at the time, and I think it was blatantly obvious I wasn't coping well. And I can't remember if I actually actively sought help or it was family that came to my aid. But yeah. They were okay, actually. I don't know whether it's partly because I was quite a young woman at the time. I was young for my age and I was young. And it was a very stressful job. But they were largely good with it. I can't remember whether I was open with everyone at that time or not. I suspect not. I know later on when I became involved with the fellow who's now my husband, I was very nervous about telling him about it, extremely nervous, even though it was a year or so, behind me and I'd been doing okay. I just really dreaded that conversation.
I'd probably say to someone, well, I've had experience of mental health problems and, I found talking about it with people who could support me really helped at that point in time. So that's why I now feel it's something I'm very passionate about working towards ending discrimination against.
All of these volunteers have revealed that they have experience of mental health problems in different ways. Think about which parts of your story you are comfortable revealing. For which parts of your story it would upset you if people reacted negatively. And how you might deflect personal questions that you aren't comfortable answering.